Irene Smith is a 21-year-old girl with the ambition to become a female physician after the sad and sudden death of her younger brother Nathaniel due to scarlet fever. During her education, her father passes away. With no source of income coming into their household, she is forced to drop out of school and give up on her dream. But eventually, an opportunity comes to her that will help her in her success. I chose this character because I wanted to emphasize the strides made in women's rights and education within the 1920s. I also wanted to be able to create a character that would showcase success within tragedy and the struggle it took to get there. I decided to choose specific prompts that would allow me to create a flowing storyline with historical context. It took time to decide which prompts should go where in order to fully create the idea and image I had of my character in my head. A challenge that I often faced was deciding how and where I should input my SFI. I knew I needed to include historical context within each journal, but it was difficult for me because I thought it interrupted the story I was trying to make. Journal entry number 2, who is your role model? May 31st, 1924. My biggest goal in life is to become a physician. It is that plain but not so simple. Even though there have been major strides for women in the medical field, I am still scared that my dream will be shot down because of societal prejudice. There's one woman who inspires me above all others, and that is Elizabeth Blackwell. While other girls were dreaming about meeting flappers or famous singers and dancers, I was dreaming about meeting the most brilliant woman in the world. There is no other way to put it rather than she is incredibly inspiring. As a teenager, I remember reading about this accomplished woman from Britain in the library, the first woman to receive a medical degree, take place on the medical register of the General Medicine Council, and open her own medical college for women in Philadelphia. I wanted to be her. How could you not? Unfortunately, I was forced to know her through pages in a book, but never in person. There was nothing I wouldn't pay to meet her now, but she sadly passed in 1910. I believe I used to run lines in my head just in case I had the almost impossible chance of running into her in public. If I ever did, though, I would probably have been a nervous disaster and would have bombarded her with several thousand questions. Though she isn't alive today, her legacy reigns true with the education opportunity she created for young women like me.